captioning provided by AMAC.
These ramps make my life much easier.
Ramps and curb cuts make it possible for me to go to work.
Ramps make my deliveries easier.
These ramps make life easier for everyone. I hope my children grow up in an accessible world.
Dropbox beefing up business features heading level 4 link. Mobile TV as station owners intrigued, comma.
Just as curb cuts enable physical access, electronic curb cuts enable my screen reader to tell me what is on my computer. Just as a person in a wheelchair needs a ramp, I, as an attorney who is blind, need web pages designed so that my screen reader can access them. So what does electronic information accessibility to electronic curb cuts really mean to me and to other people with disabilities? Let's take a closer look at access to information and see what the state of Georgia's ADA office is doing to address these needs.
Hello, I'm Mike Galifianakis, State ADA Coordinator. As you have just seen, electronic curb cuts are essential for people with disabilities who are contributing as part of today's workforce and otherwise participating in civic life. The internet is changing the way government serves the public. Public entities are increasingly serving their customers through websites. The availability of these services and online information not only makes life easier for the public, but also enables government to operate more efficiently and at a lower cost. Whether you are looking for a place to vote, applying for financial aid to go to college, trying to locate vocational rehabilitation offices, or even filling out an online application, these electronically available information services must be accessible to citizens with disabilities. Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act calls on state and local governments to ensure that qualified individuals with disabilities are afforded equal opportunity to participate in those programs, services, and activities offered by state and local government. The ADA's promise of equal opportunity in today's technologically advanced society will only be achieved if electronic and information technology is accessible to individuals with disabilities. The internet, as it is known today, did not exist when Congress enacted the ADA, and therefore, neither the ADA nor its regulations specifically address access to websites. Still, the Department of Justice has affirmed the application of the ADA to websites in a technical assistance publication, Accessibility of State and Local Government Websites to People with Disabilities, and the department is amending its Title II regulation to require state and local government agencies that provide services through websites to make those sites accessible to and usable by individuals with disabilities under the legal framework established by the ADA.
Thank you for confirming your understanding of ethical standards for 2013 period. No further action is required at this time period.
In light of this evolving legal landscape, our office sought a partner to provide state agencies with the technical support and assistance necessary to address IT accessibility issues. We looked to Georgia Tech, one of the leading engineering institutes of higher education, to find a source of expertise in how to help state and local government agencies build electronic curb cuts, or what we call accessible electronic information for both internal staff and their customers. We then looked to AMAC, the Accessibility for All program at Georgia Tech, to provide technical assistance and training to state agencies on removing barriers to access electronic information through this initiative for accessible IT.
Hello, my name is Arthur Murphy. When I worked at Georgia Tech, I was one of the members of the Section 508 committee that drafted the original standards in 1999 that have become the basis for Section 508 since then. When the U.S. Congress decided to make those standards mandatory for federal agencies, the assumption was that software and hardware vendors would meet those requirements and make those same standards part of what they did in private industry and in state governments. As Mike noted, the intersection of ADA mandates and Section 508 standards is now explicitly applicable to states. From my experiences with the federal agencies, I know that there are many aspects of meeting all these standards which initially seem quite challenging. Part of the goal here is to know what to do, to know that it is the right thing to do. Part of the challenge here is to know how to do it. And so this project meets both of those needs. It helps everyone understand what the basic goals of accessibility are, and it gives clear examples as to how to meet those standards and to make the agencies of Georgia as accessible as possible for all the citizens of the state. In building a house, to use an analogy of the physical world, the owner needs to specify requirements. The architect needs to translate those requirements into plans. Construction crews need to build the structure. Inspectors need to verify that the house meets building codes. And interior designers need to assist in aesthetics. Each person has unique skills, and everyone is working toward the same goal. And properly done, you would have an accessible home. In creating electronic information systems, managers need to be clear that accessibility is an integral requirement. Information architects need to understand universal design. Developers need to code information systems so that assistive technology can work properly. And people who update content in websites and applications need to understand accessibility aspects of document structure and image description. Consequently, this project will provide a database of resources to enable state agencies to improve accessibility, really a knowledge base of what to do and how to do it. Technical assistance in responding to specific needs as they arise. Really, this is assistance in evaluating and improving existing sites and guidance for designing new resources so that future retrofits are not needed. Increasingly, state agencies provide information for and interact with citizens through electronic information systems. From discovering valuable information in online databases provided by the state, to filling out forms, to transact business with the state, citizens now increasingly interact with the internet with web-based information systems, and not just with a computer at a desk.
By collaborating with Georgia's state agencies, we will create an extraordinary value for the current citizens of Georgia and an incentive for our ongoing success in attracting business and new residents to this great state. We have a chance to put Georgia in a leadership role to synergistically coordinate our high-tech industry, our excellent technology educational facilities, and our commitment to making this state welcoming to and inclusive for all people.
This video was funded by the State of Georgia ADA Coordinator's Office, a section of the Georgia State Financing and Investment Commission. This video was produced by AMAC Accessibility at the Georgia Institute of Technology. To learn more about AMAC Accessibility, please visit our website at www.amacusg.org.